And we move on to stock eliminator. It was certainly a roller coaster of a season for our new champion. She won every final she was in, also went out early a few times. But it was at the divisional level where she really shined with a perfect claim. 5 races, 5 wins, 525 points out of the total on the division level, and that is pretty impressive stuff. When you do that, you're going to have a pretty strong finish. We've got the Wally at New Media, Pennsylvania, West Lebanon, New York, Rising Sun, Maryland, Richmond, Virginia, and Rockingham, North Carolina. Her success rate at the Nationals wasn't quite as strong as it was at the divisional trail, but then at that point, it didn't have to be. The license plate on her car says Bad Girl. You might want to take a tip from this guy over here and change it to Champion, because that's what he does every time he locks one up. She also made history, not just for being a female champion at Stock Eliminator. We have another female champion here tonight that's also making history, not just because of that reason. But she is half of the first husband and wife team that have now both won Lucas Oil championships. Her husband, Doug, a former Comp Eliminator champion, and Allison Doll is the 2019 Lucas Oil Stock Eliminator champion.
Gets the lead first, and Anthony Fetch is going to take that 427 big block Chevrolet first in Camaro, run her down. They're going to decide this one at the finish line stripe. Allison down to the gate. Here comes Anthony. She's looking over her left shoulder. Anthony's looking over his right. And who's it going to be? It's going to be Allison.
Wow. It is such an honor to be here today. Like most racers, I've always dreamed of winning a world championship, but I honestly said that it's never something that I thought I could accomplish. Seeing so many racers that I look up to who have more experience and skill than I do fall short made it feel like a goal or a dream that I was never going to reach. My goal in racing was always pretty simple. I wanted to win a Wally. Points championships never really occurred to me until I met my husband, Doug. In 2015, after the points race at New England Dragway, he told me that I raced well enough to be the division champion. I fell a few points short that year, and when that happens, it's easy to doubt yourself. But Doug assured me that I did nothing wrong and that I should keep trying. Many people have asked me if I did anything different this year that resulted in the championship. Well, I've always been a huge advocate of practice, especially considering my parents own Portatry. And I also believe in hard work. And I tried to keep to that plan this year. My car mostly behaved herself, which I know is asking a lot considering the Bad Girl license plate. And I also tried not to think about the points. I won't lie, there were a few times where I snuck a peek at the points. One of the most memorable was after the National at Maple Grove. I, like most of my Nationals this year, had less than an ideal weekend, and 2 of my competitors won, extending their points lead. So at that point, I honestly didn't like my chances very much. That night, Doug and I went out for Chinese food, and I got a very interesting fortune cookie. It said, "Soon you will be sitting on top of the world," which it was a good confidence boost, and now I'm deathly afraid of fortune cookies. Although we often look at championships as the result of a single year of racing, I could not have accomplished this year without 12 years of learning that went into it, and without the friends, family, and companies that have supported me along the way. I'd like to thank Tony Bischoff and Richie from BES Racing Engines, Jack and Katie Sapanik of Sapanik Racing Transmissions, Tom Kundrick of Mickey Thompson Tires, Lenny Croto of Ultimate Converter Concepts, Jeff Kondratic and his entire family of JKR Race Products. Not only is Jeff an amazing Lucas Oil rep, he's also an amazing friend. I would also like to thank the companies that support the Sportsman Racing Series. Lucas Oil, thank you for everything that you do for the Sportsman Racers. We truly appreciate it, and we couldn't be here without you. ATI and JC Beatty, the support that you give stock and super stock racers in Division 1 is so appreciated. We're very lucky to have you. To the D1 crew, thank you for spending your weekends with us. I love seeing all of you, especially at the scales. You all make our racing possible, safe and fun, and we can't thank you enough. To the guys at Porter Tree Timing Systems, Julie Menard, Keith Mason, and Ben Bove, thank you for keeping the shop running while we're away racing, and for helping us make the best quality practice trees and timing systems in the world. You all are like family to me. Thank you for your support this season and always. To all my friends, especially Charlie, Patty, and Allison Bubka, Donnie Moulton, who's like a brother to me, Dawn, Mary, and Kevin Scholl, and Mike Eprick. Thank you so much for all of your help and encouragement, from keeping me aware of heads-up runs to giving me rides around the pits when our golf cart breaks down. Every little thing makes a huge difference, and I appreciate it so much. Also, thank you to my other adopted brother, Nick Masso. Even though he cannot race with us anymore, I wouldn't be here today without Nick. Nick, these time trials were for you. To my parents, Al and Sue Smith, everything that I have in life is because of your hard work and support. I can never thank you enough. I love you both so much, and I'm so happy you're both here with me today. To my new family, Doug, Tina, Kathy, Scott, and Cody, it means so much to have all of you in my life. Thank you for welcoming me into your family and for your support and love. Now, a very special thank you to my brother, Steve, who couldn't be here tonight because he doesn't fly. Steve's an amazing crew chief, a talented fabricator, and welder. Most people who know us know how much Steve hates to work on my race car. Yet, he still does, and the Firebird would not be what it is today without him. Steve, I love having you as a brother, and I'm so glad that we share racing. Thank you for getting me involved in the sport and for all of your motivational pep talks, especially for reminding me not to suck. Last, but definitely not least, I'd like to thank my husband, Doug, for always being by my side, for believing me when something is wrong, even if I can't explain what sound the car is making, for reminding me to trust myself, for encouraging me to follow my dreams on and off the track. You keep telling me that this is my championship, but I couldn't be here today without you. I look up to you, I'm so proud of you, and I love you. Thank you very much.